Cosby.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Okay.
you have to. Like, I want me prepare me.
You're right. All right, I'm about to say some deep shit that's gonna start off fucked up shit.
There we go. You see? That,
Okay.
okay.
All right, ready?
All right. Bill Cosby.
All right. So I was in Montreal, and I forgot how old Bill Cosby was. He was performing at some like little thing. Bill Cosby was, let's just call it 70 something.
Okay.
Came out and sat on the stool. Bill Cosby started doing Bill Cosby. And there was
comedy Bill Cosby.
Comedy Bill Cosby. And there was a sold out crowd at 70 something years old without any consistency in touring or like real dedication to the craft over the course of time. But at the old age of, the feeling and joy that comes from the laughter of a crowd is what we'll forever get high off of. Right? And when I talked about being envious, I was like, man, I'm envious that he still gets to feel that at that age. I hope and pray that when I'm that age, I still have the desire to go in front of a crowd and do the thing that I fell in love with. I hope and pray that my love for the thing I do continues. Because the fear, to your point, is talking about the sex, talking about the joke, am I funny, am I not? Is this working? Does that not work? All these thoughts are thoughts that we have.
Right.
But if you can beat all those thoughts and just maintain a high level of love for the craft and for the energy, it will be attached to the people that have invested in you through the years. And I looked at his crowd. Those people were old as shit in that crowd. A bunch of old fucking people came out. And I was like, it's because they grew up on it. That their life was like always. His fans are still roll with him prior to until this moment. They're still buying tickets and excited. Imagine as Trevor Noah and as Kevin Hart.
Don't put my name in this episode. Go on.
Imagine. Well, I put
Imagine that's Kevin. Imagine
you know
Kevin
I said
Hart.
you first. I put a gap.
Imagine that's Kevin Hart. Imagine that's Kevin Hart.
It's your show. Imagine it's Trevor Noah and Kevin Hart. We get to a place, man, and you look out and you see some old people still rocking each other.
Right.
What better feeling?
I'll tell you what's better feeling for me. I hear what you're saying. Because I understand the moral of your story. What you're saying in life, be like Bill Cosby.
Wait, no, Austin, wait a second.
That was the moral of your story.
No,
you
wait.
Said,
Trevor,
you said, no matter how old you get, keep doing it. This is what I heard you say. So, now I don't agree with it, but because you're my guest, I don't argue with it. You know, I think this is a forum for everyone to air their opinions. I personally would have just told that story and not said who the comedian was. I would just say it was like an old guy on stage who was a great comedian. And
you know
I
what you're doing right now? You're scaffolding.
Don't be afraid, Kev. Those are just tummy bubbles. You relax. So I'll tell you what. Look, I'm not dismissing it. I mean, it's fine. It is great to have that, but I think what would be a greater feeling for me as a human being is to have that feeling, regardless of whether or not I'm on stage.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's honestly what I try and hope to pursue in life. Is where I go. That thing on stage is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful compliment to my life. I genuinely want to feel like that, and I do in many moments now when I'm not on stage. And so I try and move through the
You've been
world.
very active about voicing this, like in our conversations, like
you know me from the time
even with like the Daily Show. But I
know.
love even about the Daily Show. And I remember I walked away when we were talking, and I was like, what an answer. Like I was like, what, like why? It was just time. Yeah, like I just, I got to the point where I was like, okay, and I want to pursue something else. Yeah. And you're like, and
I'm trying to be the best liver of life I can possibly be now.
It's very
genuinely. It's genuine with all the peace I have, and have great conversation with people. Before I let you go, you're a very busy man. Let me ask you this question. I ask everybody on the podcast, what now? We need Kevin Hart in this moment. Because it seems like you are perpetually building and perpetually expanding. I'd love to know what now, especially moving to the next stage of doing everything. It's VC, it's banking, it's all of these things. And do me a favor, Kevin, I ask you this as a friend and as a human being. don't ever release like some shitty credit product that hurts black people and poor people. I'm looking at you on camera saying this right now.
I will not do that.
I'm just saying this to you right now. Yo,
I don't have a...
I'm letting you know face to face.
I'm telling you that I do not.
Your people love you?
Yes.
I do not screw us over.
I say this to you at face value.
I mean this, Kev.
My whole relationship with
I'm just letting you know.
Partner.
You remember I had a dream. You remember I even had a dream about you once. So this is the weirdest dream I've ever had. One of the strangest dreams, right? I had a dream. And this was before you released it. I had a dream. Kevin Hart came to me and he was like, Trev, we gotta release a fitness drink. We gotta release a protein powder. And then I said to you, okay, Kev, I love this idea. I said, but what are the ingredients? Is it gonna be good? And you said, fuck good. I said, man, Trev, who gives a shit if it's good? It's gonna sell. We're gonna do this. And I started crying. This is the weirdest dream I've ever had. Because Kevin, we don't even roll like that. We don't even like we've always been brothers in comedy. You've always been wonderful to me. But we don't. It's not like we roll every day. We might have this false assumption. This was a strange dream for me to have. And I remember I woke up and I was like, Kevin Hart, why would I even dream about that? A few weeks, no, maybe like a few months later, you released Vita Hustle. And I was like, oh my god, it's real. But then I tasted your tequila, and you remember I called you about this. I don't know why. I've been very honest with you from the time I've known you. I called you about this.
Good relationship, bro.
No. But I mean, what I mean is like, it's like I'm more honest with you than people I've known for longer than I know, right? With very few, like,
very transparent.
Very transparent. Very transparent. And I remember I called you and I said, shit, it's actually delicious. And you said, well, first of all, I'm offended. But why would you say that? And I said, well, because I just assume it's a celebrity, you're gonna put your name on a thing. And then you said something. You said, Trevor, you said, I'm trying to make everything I do be the best. You like, I want the best tequila, not the best selling. I want the best tequila. I want the best protein. I want the best company. So what now? What's Kevin Hart moving towards now?
Well, Kevin Hart in
other than therapy, because I know you're gonna try that.
Yes. What I would say I'm moving towards now is finishing the sentence.
Good game, spoke.
Incomplete sentences.
Oh,
so I have to put periods on the sentences, and those periods are attached to the things that I'm building.
Good game,
the things that I'm building, the pressure I feel I put on myself is because I'm not just good at it.
You had me worried.
Into the idea. So Heartbeat, the level of success, the studio I obtained to have, not for myself at all. The big what now is like the creative platform and opportunity for the stars of tomorrow. Like I got my light. It's not gonna get any brighter. The star's not gonna get any bigger. But the platform for, or the studio of, if I can be attached or a part of, saying come this way, and the people that come through that door become, man, that's a fucking amazing way to pass the baton. So right now, I just want to get as close as I possibly can to open up that next door that I don't have to go through, but that those of tomorrow can.
I love that, man.
That's what I want.